Hey guys, this is your host Nitin Binhani and a very warm welcome to my startup podcast channel Jazair Audio, where we share real stories with real learnings. Investopedia shared a post detailing 10 successful young entrepreneurs whose age ranged from 9 to 15 and who were making their mark on the world. Coincidentally, I happened to dig one more entrepreneur from Kolkata, India, and I'm relatively pleased to introduce him. So my guest in today's podcast is Devang Chandak, the founder of social for-profit FinTech HelpingHands, which is helping the underprivileged by offering them microloans. Devang has just completed 13 years of age and he is in the 9th class student of the Heritage School. And in this podcast, Devang would be sharing the story behind launching HelpingHands, its traction so far, challenges that he has faced and overcome, as well as his long-term vision for his venture. So, let's welcome today's special guest. Hi Devang, welcome to Jazair Audio and thank you for talking to us.
The pleasure is mine too. Thanks for having me here.
So tell us a bit about yourself and why did you choose entrepreneurship at such a young age?
So first of all, my name is Devang Chandak. I stay in the city of Joy, Kolkata. I'm a student of the Heritage School, studying in class 9. My interest lies in coding and working in the field of cybersecurity, and I love reading books too. And coming to your next question, honestly, I did not choose entrepreneurship. It chose me. While working on my initial concept of creating a platform based on the concept of peer-to-peer tutoring, I realized that lack of timely financial support is a major challenge faced by the underprivileged children of our society.
So what made you launch your venture HelpingHands and whom does it cater to?
Okay, so the story behind launching HelpingHands FinTech is very personal.
Okay.
My mother's father had passed away at a very young age. My mother was in class 4 or 5 at that time. After his passing away, they faced a lot of financial difficulties, which led to my mother dropping out of a private school to join a government school as they could not afford the fees. She faced a lot of difficulties related to her education due to lack of funds and an avenue for financial support. So to address this issue of timely financial support, I have started HelpingHands. And HelpingHands FinTech caters to the financially underprivileged children of the society. One of the main issues facing the financially underprivileged students is the lack of finance to meet the minor monetary requirements. Just for example, like you can say they need money to purchase stationeries, books, or to even enroll in a course. These people have very small amount of money required, like ranging from you can say 500 rupees to rupees 2000. I'll share the story of my first client, Mrs. Gulu Mishra. She's a single mother who successfully and single-handedly raised 2 daughters, making sure that they get proper education and also paid for their marriage expenses. While doing all this, she also built a home for herself.
And what's been your traction so far?
So I'll start like I've raised rupees 25,000 as seed capital. So out of which I've disbursed 3 loans, rupees 800, rupees 750 and rupees 1000. Out of which the loan of rupees 800 has been returned back in full. Plus I shall be giving a new loan of rupees 1000 tomorrow. And I would just like to add on here, I've also received 7 new requests for loans. And yeah, I'll charge interest also.
What kind of challenges have you faced and what have been your learnings?
So the biggest challenge I faced is lack of financial education among the segment I'm targeting. So all the 3 loans that I have given was in cash as they don't have e-wallets. So I'm supposed to give one loan tomorrow, like of 1000 rupees. So what had happened was like I was supposed to give this loan 2 weeks back. But because our neighbors tested COVID positive, so our floor got sealed. So the person who like I needed to give the loan, he couldn't come up to our place.
Okay.
So this was a huge challenge. So this loan got postponed. You even asked me like what was the learning part? In spite of the common belief that these loans are risky and have high potential to turn into bad loans, I have found the people availing these loans are grateful for timely financial help and they also pay installments on time.
How do you see the future or the vision of HelpingHands in the next 5 to 10 years?
Okay, so I see HelpingHands as a complete financial platform which caters to all financial needs of my target segment. So as I was talking about Gulu Mishra, so she has an amazing story. But the catch is that she's still working as a domestic help because there was no one to guide her on how to make proper investments. So what happened is her investments or savings have given a dismal rate of return, forcing her to continue working. Like she's even working till today.
Okay.
Whereas if she had been properly guided regarding her investments, she would have by now created a proper retirement fund. So the problem out here is that the segment I'm targeting is by and large undeserved by the financial institutions as the individual financial investment capacity is very small.
Yeah.
This is the issue I want to address. Create financial awareness among the masses and help them invest properly. So, like you can say that in 10 years, I see Helping Hands as a major player in the financial segment dedicated to serving the masses.
Finally, how can teenagers really balance between the education and the entrepreneurship?
So, to strike a right balance between studies and entrepreneurship, one must be dedicated. For starters, you need to be very disciplined and focused in your life. And second, you need to get your priorities in order. And last but not the least, one needs to make quite a few sacrifices. For example, like less time to spend with friends and hardly any time to play online games.
So that's your mantra, is it?
Yeah.
So with this, we have reached at the end of this podcast. Devang, it was a pleasure to have you on Jazar Audio and thank you for sharing your journey with us.
Thank you so much. And it was a great talk.
Are you a founder of an early-stage startup and looking to raise funding? Get your startup investor ready before even you start pitching to your prospective investors. For know-how, please visit www.jazaro.in. That is www.jasaro.in.
Lastly, I want to thank all the listeners who took their valuable time to listen to this podcast. Keep rocking, be safe, and don't forget to share.